And a very good evening to all of my viewers out there. It is Tuesday, June 14th, 2022, 11:31 p.m. and we're here at the Fabre Metro Station. Here, I guess you could say in the Villeray Saint Michel Park Extension area. And this here is Jean-Talon Street going this way. And this here is Papineau. And we're gonna be entering this door, and of course this is on the blue line of the Montreal Metro system. And what I want to try to do in this video is go for a metro ride from the blue line to the orange line and then to the green. So we'll cover basically 3 out of the 4 lines: the orange, the blue, the green. We'll start with the blue, then we'll go to the orange, then we'll go to the green. The only one we won't cover is the yellow. And yeah, this is Fabre Metro Station, as I mentioned. Take a look down here. The thing I like a lot about this station is the colors, the greens and the blues that they chose when they were constructing it. And just to show you before we go down, here at the main level where the entrance is, I love this surrounding glass. It's completely surrounded by glass from one area to the other. And you know, in the daytime that lets in a lot of natural light. It looks like they're working on these stairs here, these escalators. And you can see here the angle of the sky glass. Yeah, it definitely looks like some escalators being repaired. And here we are. This is where the art really shows itself. You have these blue and green walls. And we're going to be taking the Snowden direction. And by the way, another thing I like about the artwork inside this metro station is these cement carvings, the indentations, if you want to call them that. They remind me of a stadium or an amphitheater, and I'll show you what I mean by that. When you look up close here, you can kind of imagine this is the stage, and these are the different rows of seats or bleachers or whatever. And we got 3 minutes until this metro arrives, and I'm filming in, I believe it's UHD 30, I believe. So the reason I'm filming in this format is so I can get different angles and different, I guess you could say, areas to film in, because this format that I'm using, it's not the highest quality, but the higher quality format doesn't allow me to use this wide angle shot that you see right here. I can only go up to this one. So I'm going to be using this format for this video, and you know, just to change it up a bit. It doesn't always have to be the highest quality video in terms of on the screen, the sharpness. I really can't tell much of a difference, honestly, between UHD and full HD and all these different things. But in this case, the quality is going to come from the wider angle shots, such as this one coming up right here. As we wait for our metro to arrive, we'll get to see one coming from the opposite direction right now. Of course, here on the blue line, trains are shorter. There are only 6 carriages you have here. Look, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And traditionally it's 9. but on the blue line it's only 6. And it's only MR73s on the blue line. Yeah, so it's only MR73s on the blue line, unless of course we were here a year or so ago when they were testing the Azure trains here on the blue line, which I do have a video of, and I will put that in the description, in the links. Now we could take this train all the way to Snowdon if we wanted to, and then switch to the orange line. We're going to see how to get from the blue line to the orange line here at Jean-Talon Metro Station. And we'll probably take an elevator or two. Take this way, I believe, is the best way for, I guess, interesting footage. I want to show you this artwork up here. So this work of art here, definitely one of the nicest in the metro system. And as you can see, it is in probably, I assume, an MR73. Could be an MR63, all we know. But yeah, definitely worth checking out if you ever come here. So we'll take this elevator, which will take us right to the Côte Vertu High or platform. This is one of the newer, relatively newer elevators in the network. I did a video exclusively on this elevator a year or two ago. And as you can see, this one goes down to the next level below us, and then it will come back up. So this is one of the bigger, in terms of the length of elevator ride, this is one of the bigger elevator rides you can take in the system. I believe this and Du Collège are the two biggest elevators in terms of the length from top to bottom. And also, another thing worth noting is the Côte Vertu elevator, the one at Côte Vertu. So we want to go up. So you can see this elevator has 3 levels. Saint Michel, Snowdon, that's where we are, and we're going to M2. It is a hot and humid day here in Montreal, and let me tell you, I do not like humidity. Definitely, I sweat very easily, and I do not like the humidity at all. And here's Côte Vertu. This is the platform for the orange line, exactly where we want to go. Get a view here of our clock right now, or a little visual timestamp. It's 11:41 p.m. right now. Tuesday, June the 14th, 2022. So 2 minutes until our train arrives. I can hear it now coming through the tunnel. I'm debating if I should get off at Lionel-Groulx or if I should get off at Berri-UQAM. I'm leaning towards Berri-UQAM for a change. This is Azure Set 57, and if this is the first transit video you're watching in Montreal, or the first metro video of mine that you're watching, you'll notice that this model train is different than the one we were just on. These are much newer. These are, of course, the Azures.
Prochaine station, Beaubien.
So these are much more roomier, a lot more air circulation, a lot more technologically advanced. But like many other transit users, I prefer my MR73s, which was the metro model we were on the blue line. And when I was mentioning that mural, that picture, I mentioned the MR63s. Well, they've been retired. They were similar to the MR73s, but the MR63s came first.
Station Beaubien.
Here we are at Beaubien, which is ironically where I got off earlier. The whole reason I came out here was to film an emergency response. There was some kind of incident going on. It turned out this to be a hydro wire that blew, or a transformer that blew.
Prochaine station, Beausource.
But I got to fit in a nice little metro ride here. See an MR63, there's a rail museum called Exo Rail that has I guess I don't know if it's a whole set, whole MR63 set, or just a cab car and another car. And there's also some MR63s that are being converted into projects, art installations, even cafes. They are around, they're hiding, but they're around. The ones that have at least survived and haven't been sent to the scrapyard.
Prochaine station, Laurier.
One of the things I like doing with the wide angle shots is this, because you get a nice view of the inside of the train and you get a view out the window. new gimbal that I showed you in one of my previous videos. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I just record with my hands like this, freehand if you want to call it that. It's 11:47 p.m. right now.
Prochaine station, Mont-Royal.
Oh yeah, by the way, that work you're seeing done right there is actually some elevators that are being installed. They should be opening up very shortly. That's what that construction renovation work is, you see.
Prochaine station, Cherbourg.
If all goes as planned, I'll probably put this video up on Thursday.
Station Cherbourg.
Which is Thursday, June the 16th. I'll probably put it for 7 a.m. Eastern time. I'm trying to aim for at least one video a day, one upload a day of content. Alright, so now we're going to be leaving Sherbrooke and approaching Berri. Might as well stand up.
Prochaine station, Berri-UQAM. Correspondance avec Lyon, Vert et Jaune.
So as you can probably tell, I have decided to get off at Berri and I'll switch to the green line. Now take note of something here. When we do get off this metro, you will see, if you focus, as we get off here, might as well wait for this train to depart. Get some footage of the Azur leaving the station. But what I was going to say is take note of the tracks. You can see the tracks are facing in this direction. As we now depart. So you can see the tracks are in this direction. Now watch as we go to the green line. There's another little skylight. Not really going to the outside, but to the next level. And yeah, just take note here because we're going to be going to the green line in a minute. So as you can see here in this platform, the tracks are facing this way. Sort of to a north-south configuration, I guess you could say. But now as you go to the green line, which is this direction, you can see right here, the tracks are now going this way. They're perpendicular to this set of tracks. And I can tell you right now, obviously this is one of the biggest stations in the metro in terms of foot traffic and train traffic, as one could imagine. As we go down this way, you'll see one of the famous works of art here. And by the way, these elevators right here, one of the newer ones that have recently been installed. Yeah, so this work of art up here, one of my favorites as well. We got a 7-minute wait for this train. So what I'll do is I'll definitely I'll pause the video and we'll wait until the train approaches, and then I'll resume recording just to save battery and space. But give you one more look here at this work of art while we wait for the train. And there's a skylight up there, and here's the other direction of which we're going to be going into, towards Angrignon. All right, I'll resume in a moment.